Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tayen. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. First and foremost, I would just like to say I'm excited. I'm recording from my OnePlus 7 phone, and the clarity, look at this, you guys. This is my incense. Do you see the detail on that? It's just so amazing. I love this phone. The picture quality is better. It's so much professional. Gee Louise, this is just blowing my mind, you guys. I'm just like looking at this reading and looking at the graphics and the pictures on here as I'm speaking to you, and it's just like, wow. Oh my God. I was looking at the iPhone 10XR, and in comparison to the OnePlus, I am so grateful and I'm so thankful that I went ahead and went along with this, because this phone, I've been playing with it ever since I got it into my hands, and I've never played with toys. Yeah, okay. I never played with phones as if it was a toy in my whole entire life, but ever since I've had this phone, and I've had it for 3 hours now, I have not been able to put this ding dang on phone down. All right, so without further ado, let me go ahead and get into this beautiful reading. I'm going to go ahead and spray some Kit Karma ad spray. Oh, yeah. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yod-Heh Vah-Heh, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. Okay. This reading is for the Divine Masculine, and if you guys have noticed, I have not done a reading specifically for Divine Masculines, and it's been several days. I've been just doing it for the collective in general and what's going on, but this is directed towards the Divine Masculine collective and the person that I am channeling for. Oh God. I instantly just got a headache, you guys. Bear with me. Why I adjust my energies here. All right. Okay. Wow. For those of you that are cross watchers and that are chiming in for your Divine Masculine, I feel like he is starting to realize that roses really do smell like boo-boo. Okay? His stuff does stink. Contrary to belief. Whatever lies or stories that has been told, Divine Masculine, you are at this place where you either have to shit or get off the pot. Plain and simple. There is no other way to say this, because you have caused a lot of upheaval, not only in your own personal life, but I also feel like in your divine counterpart's life. And a lot of you have left things unchecked. There has been a lot of unresolved issues between you and your person when it comes to matters of the heart. And I feel like as much as you try to move forward and step into your new awareness or step into your new way of being, I feel like it's been very complex and very compounding for you. I feel like for some of the Divine Masculines, they've made decisions that were not God decisions. They've made decisions out of their own free will and their own free choice, but it has not it has not saved them from the consequences, and the consequences are very heavy. I feel like right now, what's happening in your life is an awakening on top of an awakening, okay? See, I feel like for you, Divine Masculine, you were already on the spiritual journey. And along comes your divine counterpart, which is Divine Feminine. And you are already exploring the spiritual realm and exploring a deeper side of yourself. But I feel like when you met Divine Femme, it jolted you awake. And I don't think that you wanted to progress as fast as you did. It was like a super accelerating speed of divine knowledge. A lot of you were being introduced to esoteric knowledge, occult information. And for a lot of the Divine Masculines, I feel like it scared you. Because when it came to a Bible in your hand, I felt like you were able to manipulate your spirituality a lot more. But then when Divine Femme came with tarot, and when Divine Femme came with magic and, things of the occult nature, it became something that was taboo. And I feel like it became something like taboo to you because not that you did not want to do it. It's because you had your fears, because you were heavily indoctrinated with religion to believe that tarot was something that was of the devil, and that magic was something that was from the devil as well. But you failed to realize that when Moses went before Pharaoh, that Moses performed not a miracle, but he did magic, you see. And then Pharaoh's people, they were able to duplicate that magic, but it wasn't as strong as the magic that their God, which is Yahweh or Jehovah, was able to do. And so therefore, there are so many examples of the different, and people will say miracles that someone like Moses or Jesus performed. But as a metaphysician, I know better, okay? When you manipulate the laws of physics, it is called metaphysics, which means meta, beyond, physics, which is physical or matter, okay? So with that being said, it was okay as long as things were going your way. When you used religion to dominate your Divine Feminine as to make her subservient and submissive to you, you felt like your Divine Feminine was being a feminist, and that when she would stand up for herself, that really in all actuality, that made you feel inferior to her, and you felt weak, and you were not able to really adjust to her energy, because I don't feel like you have ever dealt with a woman that was in her power and that was in her God essence, and you failed to realize that she wasn't trying to usurp your authority, nor was she trying to challenge or disrespect you, but she was trying to help you find your God essence. You see. So let's get into the actual cards. That's my intuitive take. That's what I pulled from the ethers, and I'll be pulling more as I get into this reading with you. But first, starting off, you have be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. I feel like for a lot of you Divine Masculines, you have given what most people will consider unrequited love to the twin flame dynamic with your twin. I feel like a lot of you Divine Masculines really truly love your Divine Femme, but because of some of your upbringing and because of your own ego, which is also edging God out, and your pride, you were unable to really see your Divine Feminine's worth when you had her. And now I just really feel like with the energy of these cards that you are now coming to a place where you're starting to realize that complaining is not getting you anywhere. And as a matter of fact, to be quite honest, that has gotten you deeper into the separation. So no more complaining. It's time at this very now moment to just man up. And from the energy of the cards, I feel like a lot of you divine masculines are really going through the ringer. You have not had it easy, but in your transitioning, I feel like Source has forced you to man up. And based off of the way that the cards are reading, this has not been easy for you. I feel like some of you are recovering narcissists. And I also feel like, and I'm just being, you know what, I'm not sugarcoating you guys. I'm just reading what is coming to me. And trust me, I have no invested interest in saying things that are not true. I call a spade a spade. And with the energy that I'm feeling, you even know it. I don't feel like it's something that surprises you. But I pulled a clarifier and I have the devil. And I feel like for a lot of you, you need to really applaud yourself because you have fought with addictions and to try to overcome them. And I feel like some of you have won that battle. And that is represented by the devil card. I feel like this now is like a renewed energy. The devil is not always a bad card in tarot. Based off of the other cards that are here, it's actually a good reading. And it's good that it starts off because now that you have changed your inner person, you are able to see from a higher perspective what you once was not able to see when you were, inebriated, or you had mind altering drugs, or you were self-medicating through sexual activity. You see, now there is a deeper passion that is burning so deep within you. You have gotten tired of that life. For many of you, you've walked away from the street life and the clubbing and, the casual sex with just random strangers for just the fun of it. Okay? Now, your passion is burning for more spiritual awareness. Your soul is craving soul food. I don't think that you were paying attention as much as you are now, because now you have been shaken. I feel like many of you have had tire moments. Many of you have had so much that has transpired in your life within this short fraction of time that you had no choice but to make your next move your best move. Next, you have embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. I feel like for a lot of you, divine masculines, the reason why you were unable to receive and give love is because you were not taught how to love. Many of you were raised up in households where there was no hugs, there was no kisses, and you rarely ever heard anyone say that they loved you unless you guys were at a funeral. And then you would see friends and family that you normally wouldn't see. And then everybody would say, oh, I love you, give the kisses. And then once the memory of the person that has passed on has taken its course and wore off, you and your family and friends alike around often forgot all about the event. And you went back into your normal, mundane things of life, everyday life. And it was back to no emotions, no affections, no natural affections for one another. And so this has heavily impacted your relationship. So now it's okay to embrace your emotions. It's okay when you feel sad to tell your lover, your divine counterpart, that you're feeling sad, and to have that open line of communication, because I feel like you were unable to communicate effectively as a child because you were raised by parents that told you, do as I say, not as I do. Some of you were raised up by parents that told you that children are supposed to be seen, but not heard. And so a lot of those played out ideologies and those ways of upbringings no longer are effective in this new energy shift with the new earth. We can't tell our children you're supposed to be seen but not heard. We can't tell our children, don't do as I do do as I say, because our kids would know that that's hypocritical. We live in a generation where we have so many crystals and star seeds and indigos, they will hold us accountable. These children are not afraid like we were. And I feel like a lot of that fear that stemmed from your childhood is manipulating some of your actions and your relationships in your adult life. Next, you have express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. When was the last time that you brought your divine counterpart some roses? And I feel like for a lot of you guys are separated by distance. You know that you can send roses anywhere. All you have to do is make a phone call, send a dozen of roses to her work, send a dozen of roses to her house. You guys know her schedule. You've been stalking her enough. You know when she even wakes up from the time that she goes to sleep. It's just the little things that oftentimes means a lot. When you show someone that you care, it's not always through sex. Sometimes you can give them something in the form of a gift, which holds so much sentimental value. I feel like for some of the divine masculines, they'll be coming through with a proposal. Someone's about to propose to someone. Someone's about to buy a ring. That is the gift that is about to be received for a divine feminine. A ring of some kind, which will represent an engagement. Next, we have choose love. You always have choice. Make yours love. Divine masculine, the question is, what will love do? Will love withhold its love from the person that it loves? Will love keep the person that they love in suspense, worrying, wondering, and freighting over the fact if you're going to be together or not, when you know deep down in your heart you don't want anyone else but her? Will love allow for you to keep another person up at night because they're in your thoughts, wondering what you're doing and who you land next to? Does love hurt? I feel like for a lot of the divine masculines, you equate love with pain. And I feel like you have subjected some of your divine counterparts through a lot of pain in order for them to prove their love to you. And I'm here to tell you that's dysfunctional and that's not love. But a lot of you, this is what you've had as a model of what love really is, because you've saw this in your unions with your parents. You've seen this with unions with friends and family around you growing up as a child. And so what was considered the norm was really not normal. And so again, this is a byproduct of what is manifesting in your relationship. But I feel like, again, a lot of you are coming out of that. I feel like at nights, the angels come and they give you counsel while you're laying your head on your pillow about your divine counterpart. And you guys are listening. And why I say this is because the high priestess is here. The high priestess is here to let me know that you are tapping into your intuition. And if you look outside of the window, you will see a light that's flashing up there. That light is divinity. A lot of you divine masculines are really stepping into your power and stepping into your sovereignty. You see. Whatever used to work for you before Your soul is craving more. It's craving something different. You're moving differently. You're not moving. There's been a shift. Haven't you guys even noticed that my readings have changed? The reason why my readings have changed is because the energy in the collective has changed. The divine masculines are just as tired as divine feminine with the buffoonery and the low vibrational behaviors on both sides. I feel like divine masculine is wanting to do something about it. And here's a clarification from your higher self. You have unlimited ideals. All you need to do is just tap into your God frequency, okay? Your mind right now, divine masculine, is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideals guaranteed to bring you blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to allow these ideals to come into fruition for you. That's it. And I feel like a lot of you guys are manifesting this relationship. You want this relationship so bad you can taste it. But you know there are still things that you need to work on, so you can't come just so soon. But I feel like you're gearing up for that moment. That's the reason why a lot of you have brought a ring. Because you are wanting to express that love. Okay? You're wanting to choose love over everything, right? And then, I don't think you realize your power, divine masculines. You are so powerful. You are powerful beyond measure. What is a warrior goddess without her warrior god? Where is Venus without Aries? Lakshmi without Vishnu? Radha without Krishna? Mary Magdalene without Jesus? Should I go on? You are a force to be reckoned with. And if only you knew how strong that you really are. I think that you would have approached this situation a little bit differently. But I'm not judging you. Because we all make false steps. But this time I think you're getting your steps right. Because you have divine backing. You have the universe, you have the angels, you have your spiritual team that are now backing you. They are now guiding you. They're now giving you instructions. Not only are you getting instructions when you're asleep at night, but you're getting instructions even in your awakened state. Right now, you're in the 4 wands. So you're kind of like chilling back, waiting on source energy to give you the green light to go. All right? You're not in a place where you used to be. I think that you're in this place of contemplation right now. You're in deep thoughts about your divine counterpart, thinking about her, manifesting her, wanting her, loving her, making love to her. And I see that you've had an issue in the past with complaining. So this card says no more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never truly spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. What you think about, you bring about. And it is up to you to manifest your divine counterpart. Now you have detoxed your friendships. Okay, it's obvious you've been around people with thinking. That's the reason why they rubbed off on you. Come on. Like attracts like. Oh my God. Like attracts like. I can't make this stuff up. So, your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. You don't have a support system right now. You think you do, but you don't. The people that are around you are negative. They're toxic. Your cards are even telling you to cut those off. And I'm going to go deeper. It's not just your friends, it's your family too, for some of you. Not all of you. But for a handful of you, yes, it's your family too. Okay? Take what resonates. But you, whoever you have been confiding in on a daily basis, mean you no good. Even if you feel like they do, they don't. The cards don't lie. If you really want to change your life, it would be in your best interest to listen. Because guess what? At the end of the day, like attracts like. Now going deeper into this, if you long for more love, be more loving. I feel like there's a big miscommunication and misunderstanding between you and your divine counterpart. I feel like you're waiting for her to make a move and she's waiting for you to make a move and nobody's moving. You both are remaining stuck. I feel like she's progressing a little bit more than you just based off of the collective energy and what I'm feeling for all divine films. And this is not a personal reading, but that's just what I'm picking up. I'm picking up that her advancement is causing a shift in the rift in you. That is making you step up to the plate and man up. Because I feel like for a lot of the offenses, I think you're coming back to recount them to make them right. I feel like you are making the wrong right by taking progressive steps into changing those areas of your life that are out of alignment with this relationship. And for some of you, it's your addictions. You know, it's the drugs, it's the alcohol, it's the casual sex, random sex with strangers, you know. I feel like you cut a lot of that out for most of you. I feel like you're not doing it at all. But I do still feel that there are some of you that are still heavily drinking. And it's a catch-22 because I feel like at first you was drinking because of the problems you were having with the divine feminine and it was just compounding for you. But then now I feel like for a lot of you, a large majority of you, you're not even with the divine feminine and you're drinking worse than what you were when you were with her. And I think it's only because now it's one of those things where you can't live with her, you can't live without her. And so now you're in that mode of now you know you can't live without her. And so the reality of that is a harsh reality for you. But again, I feel like you're coming out of it. I feel like Source is really guiding you into the right direction in which you should go. And so the last card that I have here is the Six of Cups in reverse. I feel like, okay, baby. Can you please turn the lights out? I meant to lock this door. Do you hear mommy? Yeah. Okay, turn the lights out. And then shut mommy door and lock it, okay? You hear me? Yeah. I love you. This light? Yeah. No, not my light. Turn that back on. Love you. Oh. Shut my door. All right. The Six of Cups being reversed, I feel like it's in reverse because before there can be a reconciliation, there needs to be a realization. You need to realize your role that you played in causing the harm, the injury, and the damage that has been done between you and your divine counterpart. So I feel like you're in a cosmic timeout, you and your partner, where you're going to end up being together, but not now. You need to see what went wrong, why it went wrong, and you need to heal from it, both of you. And then once that takes place, then you will be able to have this beautiful union. And I have come to the conclusion of your reading. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon, and it will appear on the channel. And I wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.